The wealthy lady, Mary, in order to experience life, hid her identity and came to work as a waitress at a hotel. Unexpectedly, she coincidentally met her son, who was there to host a birthday party for his mother-in-law. When the mother-in-law saw Mary working there, she immediately showed dissatisfaction. She looked down on Mary for being a waitress and started mocking Mary's poor situation with her friend beside her. The son could not tolerate their words about Mary and was about to lose his temper, but Mary stopped him. She calmly said that she would pay for everything today. The friends around them instantly burst into laughter, mocking that Mary would work her whole life but could never afford a meal at this hotel. Unknowingly, the entire hotel was Mary's property. Actually, just a month ago, Mary was indeed just an ordinary waitress. But later, she ran into her first love. Her first love had now become the richest person in the country. They still had deep feelings for each other, and coincidentally, they were both single. So, they quickly held a wedding. The richest man wanted Mary to quit her waitress job and relax to enjoy life, but Mary refused. She still wanted to be able to work independently, so the richest man bought the hotel. But all of this Mary had not told her son yet. That's right, she has a son who is already married, and her daughter-in-law is a female CEO worth millions of dollars. Mary worried that if she told her son and daughter-in-law directly, they might think that Mary had been scammed. So Mary wanted to wait for the right opportunity and return to the hotel to continue working. Unexpectedly, soon after, Mary ran into her mother-in-law and her family at the hotel. Facing the ridicule from her mother-in-law, Mary remained very calm. She loved her son deeply and was willing to endure some insults for his sake. Mary generously invited her mother-in-law to dine in the top private VIP room, but her mother-in-law looked down even more. She was a distinguished member of this place and could go to any VIP room without being invited by a woman. But unexpectedly, the hotel manager came over and coldly refused her request. He stated that this hotel had already been bought by the richest man, and the top private VIP rooms were only open to the richest man's wife. The mother-in-law felt extremely embarrassed. At this moment, one of her friends stepped forward and said that her son, Smith, worked at the richest man's company, and that she could have Smith help, but the manager did not know Smith at all. As everyone was in a deadlock, Mary calmly asked the manager to take her mother-in-law to the VIP room. The mother-in-law's friend immediately started mocking Mary, saying that a little waitress dared to give orders to the manager, but to everyone's surprise, the manager nodded and agreed. Everyone was extremely shocked. Even the son couldn't help but ask Mary why the hotel manager would listen to her. Mary was about to reveal the truth to them, but the mother-in-law's friend suddenly interrupted the conversation. It must be that the hotel manager wanted to make extra money, but couldn't directly agree, so he used Mary's words to achieve his goal. Everyone thought this made a lot of sense. The mother-in-law again raised a smug smile and arrogantly led everyone to the VIP room. The son originally wanted to take his mother with him, but was forcefully dragged away by his wife. After everyone had left, the hotel manager curiously asked Mary why she didn't tell them the truth. Mary felt somewhat helpless. Even if she admitted it now, the mother-in-law's family would definitely not believe her. She decided to look for another opportunity to tell them. In the top VIP room, everyone was chatting. A man hurriedly arrived at the room. It turned out that this man was Smith. Smith had always had a crush on the son's wife. Even though the wife was married, he didn't give up. He still tried his best to please the mother-in-law. Today, he specially prepared a precious gift for the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law was extremely delighted when she saw it. It was a world-class gemstone bracelet. The mother-in-law's friends also offered expensive and luxurious gifts. The mother-in-law happily accepted the gifts. At this moment, Mary also entered the room to wish the mother-in-law a happy birthday. But the mother-in-law didn't even look at her. Mary was not angry. She directly placed her gift on the table. The son was thrilled. He didn't expect that his mother had prepared a gift. For her son's sake, the mother-in-law reluctantly opened the gift and barely opened the gift. To her surprise, the gemstone bracelet that Mary and Smith had given were the same, but there was only one of these bracelets in the world. The mother-in-law immediately assumed that Mary had given a fake. Little did she know that this bracelet was actually a gift from the richest man to Mary. Mary didn't have time to prepare a gift for the mother-in-law, so she asked the richest man if he could send it to her mother-in-law. The richest man readily agreed. Mary quickly explained to her mother-in-law mother-in-law that her bracelet was the real one, but the mother-in-law didn't believe her at all. She angrily accused Mary of being extremely hypocritical. Mary was deeply aggrieved. She turned to look at her son's wife, hoping that the wife would help identify the authenticity of the jewelry, but unexpectedly, the wife ignored Mary. She didn't believe that Mary had enough money to buy a real bracelet. The mother-in-law's friends also mocked Mary and her son, trying to make the situation worse. The wife couldn't stand the humiliating atmosphere and directly left the VIP room. Seeing this, the son and Mary immediately went to chase after his wife. The son sincerely apologized to his wife, assuring her that Mary didn't mean to cause trouble. At that moment, Mary walked over. She helplessly handed the bracelet to the wife. This made the wife despise Mary even more. Without hesitation, she left. The son was immediately caught in a dilemma. Mary and his wife, which side should he choose?